you're not looking. Because if you look, I know something says when you seek, you find. Cause and effect. To search would imply something is missing. One does not search for any other reason other than to find, and to find would be satisfaction. To find would be fulfilled. Tell me, you lose them near keys. You have the desire to what? Search. But what is the outcome of searching? Finding. We live this every day, so much so that it has become mundane. And we take the mundane for granted. But again, one does not seek unless something is lost. And the outcome is satisfaction. Because when you find them, what's the first thing you say? Got it. Are you not satisfied when you get it? But yet we hear that satisfaction is a bad thing sometimes. We judged far too much. And that's why we get, I don't even want to use the word blindsided, but that's why things seem to come out of the blue for us. One of the first things when you are taking medical information from someone, one of the first things they ask you is, what did your mother have? What did your father have? What does that have to do with you? But people say, but Angela, some things are genetic. Yes, some things are genetic. Indeed, where the DNA has its own pattern, its own rhythm that repeats itself. Diabetes is not one of those things. Hypertension is not one of those things. It's not genetic. It has nothing to do with DNA. But you see, what we say is, but you are predisposed. Excuse you. I am what now? I am predisposed. So my mother was one way and I will do it? Unconsciously, yes. This is why we are encouraged to not live unconsciously. Because what ends up happening is, see that little tiny seed that was planted in the back of your mind? Yeah, you're predisposed. Ask Angelina Jolie. Allegedly, she has the gene for breast cancer. What my girl do? Cut hers off. Now, what would be the point of doing that? You have the gene, allegedly. So what is cutting off the breast gonna do? You got the gene. So if you have the gene, there's nothing you can do on the exterior. I want you to comprehend what I'm saying to you. If you have a gene for something, which is your DNA, which is your blueprint, what is cutting off the organ going to do? Nothing. It's not going to do anything. You have the gene. So as within, so without. But do you see how we respond? I hope that's not true. And because I hope, where's that coming from? What is the underlying thing of it? Fear. So where are you acting from? Are you acting from hope? Or are you acting from fear? But we don't take time to taste. We don't even take time to taste our food, but you know how it is. That's why Cypher says, I know this isn't real, but my brain tells me that it is. When he's cutting into the steak. We take things for granted. I wonder, let me ponder what that phrase means. For granted. I'm going to have to ponder that phrase. We take things for granted. I've really got to think about that one, because it's what we say all the time. Because when things become habitual, they're no longer seen, but they're not hidden either. So that's why this morning, this beautiful morning, I'm saying to you, the next time you say hope so, next time you say hope, unless it's somebody's name, next time you say I hope, stop. What's the underlying feeling? What's behind it? Because that's what's giving it its power. The thing that you feel at back of what you say, or else you wouldn't say it. We say to express that which is within. And sometimes we don't have to say a word. Let your grandmother look at you across that room. She ain't said nothing yet. But you already know what's going down. How? Because you felt it. My grandmother would always say, I'm going to put the fear of God in you. Jeez. Put the fear of God in you. Whew. If you knew what that phrase implied. Listen, you straighten up and fly right. You sit there so still in church, they would think you did. You don't even, you just shallow breathe. Because you don't want your movements to be misinterpreted. Next thing you know, you get a beating. Oh! And that's the only look she would give you. But you knew because you could feel the, how does one even feel a look? Yet we feel the look every single day. You let somebody come in that room that you like. What the first thing you do? Cast your eyes downward. Why? Because if you look them in the eye, they'll know exactly. They will feel you. But you let the person who comes in the room that you don't like, the look will say everything. You will feel the look. You live this every single day. But because we do it, and we've been doing it for so long, we no longer see it. So every time we say, I hope I get this job, I hope I get this promotion, we don't hope, we know. What do you know? Well, how do you feel when you say, I hope I get that job? How do you feel when you say that? If the feeling is, cha, I got this in the bag. I know I got this in the bag. Or is your feeling, they never gonna choose me? First of all, I'm black. I gotta work harder. Oh, Angela, them is fighting words. You white, you all right. You brown, you can stick around. You black, you stand back. Ow. How long have I been hearing that? That it has become so ingrained in the back of my mind that when I want to do something, the first thing I say is, but I'm black. Hmm. And we wonder why shit perpetuates. You see, this is what they don't tell you. They do not tell you that the thing that you feel is what you will experience. The fear, I still do it on a daily basis. I feel as if I'm being judged differently. Not judged on my merit, but I'm judged through the lens of blackness. Whose feeling is that? My boss's feeling? I don't know his feelings. I know mine. And the way I feel is what I get to experience. So who's the one keeping it alive? Certainly not my boss. But you see, we don't want to hear that part. But the reason I'm telling it to you is because it is in the back of your mind. You don't see it anymore. And that's where we create from. And the reason why they don't tell you nothing? What did Bob Marley say? Miss McQueen, what did Bob Marley say? Free your mind from what? Mental slavery. I don't have to put you in chains on your wrists and your ankles and your neck anymore. I just have to chain you up in your mind. As if there's anywhere else to be chained. You are chained up in your mind, well then the shackles are on, baby. But because we have been doing it for so long, we can't see it anymore. But it governs everything we do. Everything. So that's why when you look at your neighbor who doesn't look like you, do you think they're somehow different from you? Nah, because they got the same mental shackles. But we dress it up and call it white privilege. Oh, Lord, Angela, stepping on bunions today. That's okay. I had to step on my own bunions first, but I digress. And we do it so much so that we have oppression Olympics all day, every day, talking about, well, we had it worse. No, we had it worse. And when we do that, we miss. When we do that, we miss something very important. What do we miss? We miss the thing that holds us back as a society, as an entire race of people. Because we're so busy with the feelings that we have, we don't recognize where they're coming from. And because we don't recognize what we feel, then we miss what we will experience. And we get up every day, well, God appointed me a prophet. Listen, the principles appointed you a prophet. When you can see the cause, you know the effect. That's what a prophet is. I can see. I can see what I'm doing. So how do we change? Step one, acknowledge where you presently are. Why? Because it is from where you are that you cast forth a desire. I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to be like that anymore. Why would you say you don't want to be like that? Because you're presently it. So the desire is not random. The desire emerges from right where you are. So if the desire has emerged from where you are, see it? What's the first thing we say? Oh my God, I need some more money, more money, more money, more money. I ain't living good. You know what? Let me stop. The reason why you want more is because you have less. So the natural thing is to want more. Naturally. So if you want more, what does more look like? What does more feel like? Now you begin to experience in imagination what you would be doing with more. This is how you change. Because when you acknowledge you have less, if you start going through what you have less of, where are you? With less. But when you start to see and experience what you would be doing with more, you're not in the same place because you're looking at more. You're not looking at more and wanting less. Because when you start looking at more and experience in imagination what you would be doing in reality with more, you have stopped saying, I don't have. Because if you didn't have, you wouldn't be able to see it. You wouldn't be able to feel it. When your body registers what you feel, your body's just said to you, well, this is true. Because if it wasn't true, you wouldn't feel it. Mm. Don't take my word for it. Look at your life. Look at how you do it every day. You and I are moved by what we feel, not what we say. That's why my grandmother would say, listen, by and by you don't hear, you can feel. Which means if I gotta say this to you one more time, I will put my hand at the back of your head and you will know exactly what I want. Because you're not listening. We don't move. We're not moved by what we hear. We are moved by what we feel. Go through your life and let me and you'll see what I'm saying to you. Somebody said something to you. You heard words, but you felt something. Did you not? And it was what you felt that made you act, not words. Because if you were deaf and you couldn't hear the siren, but you saw everybody with a panicked look and they were running, you can't hear nothing, but you're going to run. Why? Because you feel the fear. We are not moved by what is said. This is why when the preacher gets up on the platform and says, you better repent, you're going to burn in hell if you don't. You'll be separated from the love of God forever, burning in the lake of fire, nothing to quench your thirst. What will make you move? Fear of eternal damnation will make you act. So that is why when you begin to experience in imagination what you would be doing with more, you start to feel more. And when you feel more, you know what more feels like. Wait a minute. I'll be able to pay my bills on time. I could buy what I... Yes. You know what? That feels better, doesn't it? But we think because it feels good once, twice, three times, and you know what? Let me stop. We feel that if it feels good once, we're done. How often do you feel anger? How often do you feel petty? So much so that it becomes your habit, that I know just where to poke you. I know just where to touch you to get the right action out of you. Yeah, see? Which means you've been doing it and doing it and doing it well. Hello? So, my beautiful friends, today, don't let me keep you. But I told you how to fix the problem. It's not even really a problem. We don't hope. Hope implies you don't have. You wish for better. That's what hoping is. What you get to do is to experience in imagination what you would be doing in reality if you were the man or the woman you wanted to be. And it has an accompanying feeling. And when you get that feeling just right, well, what are you living right now? You've got the right feeling right now for whatever it is you're going through. You don't have to get it right. You've been practicing. But you've been practicing on autopilot and you didn't know. And so now that you are being asked to be deliberate, it's too hard. It only appears to be hard at first. But all the other things that we've practiced before were just as hard. But now we do them with ease. Why? Repetition of the action. But where was the action first? In your mind's eye is where it was first. So you begin to experience in imagination what you would be doing in reality if you were the man or the woman you wanted to be. Just like you have already imagined what you would be doing in the worst case scenario if somebody told you you had a gene that predisposed you to something else. Hmm. But you know what? Don't take my word for it because we don't work on hearsay. You will see the evidence of your behavior because you can't not. So the next time you say, man, I hope, I sure hope. Next time you say hope, feel what hope just did. And when you feel it, you know exactly how your experience is going to go. And if you do not want that experience, well, then begin to experience in imagination what you would be doing in reality if you had. And with that, you set down a new neurological pathway through your repetition and your feeling so that what happens? The way you practice is the way you do it. That's what happens naturally. You practice tying your shoes over and over and over again. You gonna get up and just do it with your eyes shut. Not through magic, not through osmosis, but through what? The deliberate. The deliberate. So, my beautiful friends, don't let me keep you. If you have questions, you know where to find me. Right here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Fanbase. I'm all over the place. Shoot, you can send it telepathically. You could. Oh, but wait, you don't believe that that's possible? Oh my God, I was thinking the same thing as you. You know what? Who's here with us this morning? The better man. Hey, how you doing? I can't say, hey girl. Doesn't work for you. Um, Solo Breezy's here. Oh. Mm. Don't forget me. Yeah, I know. You're here too. Hello, handsome. I hear you, sugar. Who else is here with us this morning? Besides you. Moon and Dolphin, Duck, Ray, Flo Smiles, KZ. I see you. I know Miss McQueen was here. Flo Smiles, I just read what you had in the chat. My girl said, next time you say hope, taste that shit. Listen, I love you. I love you all. Ain't nothing to do but to practice. What are you going to practice? Paying attention to how you feel, because when you can feel that, you know exactly what you're going to do. Nobody has to tell you what to do. You don't have to pull a card to tell you what to do, because you will do that which only you can do, which is what? What is dictated by the feeling, by the mood. And with that being said, let me get up out this here bed and go feed and water these chickens and hug and kiss the newest little baby in the house. Ow. Chickaletta is so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Chickaletta is 5 days old. 5 days old she is. I'm rooting for a girl. 5 days is how old she is, and she's too cute though. Her little wings and her little legs. She knows how to eat and she knows how to drink water now, because she had to learn how to do them their things. Oh, and she's so soft. Hmm. She lets me touch her, and her mama doesn't peck me. Oh, I can even put my hand right under mummy to get her. and she won't peck me. See, that's not a brag. I don't mean to brag. It's not a brag. It's a, I'm surprised just as much as you. Let's go. I'm surprised as much as you. But you know how it is. That's my girl. Somebody called her Feathered Madonna and Child. Oh, how beautiful is that? But anyway, listen, let's get on out into these there streets. And remember, next time you say hope, so taste that. What does it feel like? Then that is what you will experience. And that is what you have been experiencing the whole time. Anywho, you know I love you. Countdown initiated. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hot dog, my baby is on point. Ow. Anyway, love you. I'll catch you on the morrow right here, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, fan base. I want to say it again. Not TikTok yet. Almost. Yes, I'm coming. Relax. Oh Lord. Whew. Let's go take care of him. Peace out, everybody. Peace out.